What's good, everybody? Popo here. Thank you very much for coming to the channel. It is freezing here in St. Louis. I think it's like 10 degrees, but it's warm right now. It's just freezing out. I usually take January. This year, I wanted to take January off just to kind of like relax and do some stuff at home and chill out and kind of get offline. But honest to God, dude, I just miss being online. I absolutely love being online. And a lot of people were asking me about the MPC stems. So again, whenever In Music bought Akai, or they partnered up or whatever, I have just went out and bought the Denon DJ Prime Plus 4. I wanted to see how it's basically I can run 4 sequences at the same time. And what the Denon does, it came with the stem separation. It was the first box that you could use in standalone with the stems. And it's like, all right, man, I tried it, and I put one of my songs in there, and it wasn't, it was on separate tracks and everything, you know, bass, guitar, vocal, and drums. And whenever I put the stems on, just the hardware standalone on the turntable, it came back like, I guess it's, they say aliasing. It came out garbled, like it was real digitized. You know what I'm saying? I even tried putting good records, sampled them into there. Now it samples really nice and everything. It works just like an MPC. But whenever I did the stem separation, even on the stems, when it took the drums out, you could still hear that stuff on there. On the MPC, it might actually be a little better because they give you at least the filters and stuff to where you can cut some of that stuff off. But me personally, I don't think you should have to pay for something like that when, I mean, FL Studios already got the stem thing on there, and it sounds great. Serato stems has been out for a long time, and if there was gonna be a standalone box, honestly, that could do it, Serato would have made it already by now. It's just the processing of the computer. So I don't know what their thing is with the whole stems thing. I saw the videos and everything. Andy didn't even have his plugged in controller mode. You know, blue cable wasn't even plugged into his. But it ain't gonna sound that clean. I'm telling you, I got the same engine in there. I actually got a copyright strike because I took the Six Flags song and I did it on there, and I showed you guys on an earlier video. The video's still up. But yeah, I did get a strike for putting that on there. But really, I just want to get on here and see how you guys are doing, man. It's been a long time since I just came on here and kick it. I don't want to start the year off by bashing a company. I think it's cool that they're trying to do that. But from somebody who's already used something like that on something that's a little bit more powerful, it's just going to be muffled. You're gonna have to work at it. And when I was working on the MPC 2000 XL, I would play on one pad. I would grab my guitar and play some, and then on the next pad, I would grab my bass and I would play. And I'm just like, man, it's just I was always trying to find a way to record and mute out different parts. So that's why I love the MPC, and I use it a whole bunch of different ways. But yeah, I'm not trying to hate on the company or anything like that. I much applaud them for that, but I don't know. I don't know. And like I say, it's just easier just to grab a keyboard, play a bass, play your bass note. There's going to be a note in the sample that you don't want. You just play the damn bass note. Just hear it in your head and play it out on the key, and then try to figure out the next notes. It's not that hard. You don't need the stem separation, but it is going to be dope, you know, when it does work. But to the only defense they have, or they will have, is how properly mixed was the record that you sampled. It might work better on some records that were properly mixed, better than others. But I straight up tried to make a beat on here and I sent it in there, and you can still hear it. It's just like it was a digitally garbled alias sound. They keep saying alias sound. It just like sounds like It's like, it sounds weird, is all I'm saying. Let me see. It's freezing down here, and I'm nervous too, believe it or not. It's been a minute since I've just gone on here. I've been starting the year off just driving around listening to beats and stuff. And I found out that if I had my beats on like Spotify or anything like that, some of my older songs, I wanted to see how that worked, which it doesn't. I drove around to them. I got copyright strikes, so if you plan on streaming your music, you can't register. It's weird. But yeah, I wanted to say something about the free lifetime update. Like FL Studio, they said free lifetime update. And I guarantee right now, if I click this, it'll ask me to update and it'll give me the stems. It's like, why can't I do that with the FL or with the MPC stuff? And the only video that I'm going to give props to was Malo. I believe that's right. He at least showed it working with the computer. Everybody waited to the last minute to say, oh, it's only in controller mode. Just because it works good with the computer, it's going to suck in standalone. I'm going to say, well, use the computer and then transfer the files into... Trust me, it's going to be cool, but I don't know. They could give you a different user interface. Like if you go into there and you try to look at the screen display, it still looks like a 2000 XL screen. Like make it look like an MPC X screen or an MPC Live screen. This way, when I'm doing tutorials and stuff, I can show you the damn screen. You know, so many other things that they could fix. But that's what it is. Yeah, I heard the Force is gonna have a badass update, and there's more coming to the MPC too. And I'm not working with Akai or anything like that, but I know that just things are going into software, all kinds of software. So things are gonna start looking really similar here really soon. But yeah, there's nothing that you haven't seen from different places like Hakai or anything like that. That's all I'm really gonna say. You guys want to look into Hakai on Facebook, that's what's up. Other than that, I want to shout out to A Banks, What's Good Family. Man, just kind of holding it down, spending time with the kids, trying to play some video games and stuff. And then I watch a YouTube video and I get all this shit. And it's like all the people that put the stems thing on are the ones that are getting the shit from Akai. I mean, it's night and day. And there's nothing wrong with that, but they're not gonna say what I'm saying about it. Just I'm not upset. Like I got it in standalone right there already. And I'm telling you guys, and I bought that, so I'm just being honest with you guys. But and I watched another video. I was like, let me get off of this whole subject because I don't want to be on the negative. It seems like every video this year that gets popular, you have to do something, and I'm not trying to do that. I want to be as positive and cool as possible. I don't want to be popular for being negative, you know what I'm saying? So what is going on with my computer here? But this dude was talking about modular gear, and he's just like, no, you want to get a synthesizer and this and this. And you had like 5-10 synthesizers up on there, right? Hey, much respect to that. I had a whole bunch of synthesizers too, and I'm just like, that dude's got the same synthesizer I got. No matter which one you bought, somebody's got that same synth. That's why I went modular, and I wanted to make my own keys and my own sound. And yeah, it's a pain in the ass to use, but that's the whole point. Can nobody recreate, not even me, the same sound twice. That's why I auto sample and give tutorials on how to do that. Because I think it was dope for me to learn how to save a sound, so I shared it. And some changes on the channel too. Any of the tutorials that I think were good tutorials, straight to the point, and they have value, they have a members only tab on there. So I'm not worried about the YouTube coming in like that. I'm worried about the people that want to learn this stuff. If you become a member, I will come to you and answer your questions, and I will point you in the right direction on the best way that I can, or somebody else who knows how to find the answer to what you're looking for. But I can't go through every single 1,000, 10,000 of these things, and it just seems like a lot of people don't care. And if you got my back and you want to become a member, show support that way, that's cool, dude. If you're serious about that, because you're going to have to invest a whole lot more later on down the road than freaking $5. But yeah, A Banks, everything's chilling, man. We got Carmike, Polly Popo, what it do? Traded to the living, what up, what up? My World for Beats, LLC. Yeah, the Stems update's gonna be dope. I'm not saying it's not gonna be dope, but it's going to work better for some songs, and you will have to. It's gonna be dope on the MPC because you have the high pass filter, low pass filter, kill EQ. You got tools to utilize that. Now on a Denon DJ, you don't have those. You don't have those tools. So yeah, it will be dope. At least they give you something to work with, but it's going to be not as good as Serato Stems or FL Studio. Like, I'm not knocking them, but that's what they do. They do that. My point was that if it was going to be a standalone thing, Serato would have done come out with one already. I hope my audio is coming out. Hope my audio is coming out. Let me get a sip of this coffee, man. I'm shaking down here. It is freezing here in St. Louis. I hope the weather's good where you guys are at and that everybody's safe. What is up with you? But yeah, I just don't like chopping up my samples in FL Studio. But I've been using FL Studio since the beginning. Let's see what we got here. A Banks. If you being a Kai want to change more, If you being a Kai want to charge more money for updates, to make sure the upgrade is done right. That's the thing. We're going to end up being beta testers anyway for it. And it's not going to. That's why on my MPC, when I bought it back in the day, on my MPC X box, it said lifetime of free updates. It didn't say you could it's going to give you a different number and then you can buy the update. No, it said lifetime of free updates. That was a selling point. Straight up. That's what it said. I go to FL Studio right here, right now. They say lifetime free update. I click it. It's going to give me the update. The fuck? But yeah, Trader to Living. $10 ain't bad though, honestly. No, it's not bad. It's the sound. I don't want to plug this thing in and just lay down. I could put an expansion pack, right? And bounce it to a sample. It'll be an 8-bar loop. And when I explode that shit, when I take out the drums and stuff, it's gonna sound like two people are talking. It's not going to sound. You'll see, it's going to happen. I'm just saying. I'm being honest with you guys. And then when it comes out and it's wrong, then come back at me. But I'm just telling you, I already have it. They work at the same company. If you have a car from GM, chances are they're going to use GM parts on all the cars that are made by GM. The same with In Music, they're with Denon and they're with Akai. So it's the same thing. It's the same stems. And everybody's like, well, how come you got the stems in the Denon? I'm the only one that's got the stems in this Joker in standalone right now. But it came to me that way. All right? I didn't join to be nothing. And I bought that Joker, so I could say whatever I want. And it doesn't sound good right now. They need to do a lot of work to it. And the processor and the MPC ain't gonna hold a candle. The graphics on that bad boy, the XY effects on that are buttery. And you don't love my baby. My MPC's over here like, what are you talking about? No, I love my MPC, but damn. And someone asked me, no, they all sound the same. They all have the same software. They all have the same stuff. It's just the MPCX has more outs. That's why I use it in the Q-Links. Because if you were brand new to the MPC, the Q-Links help you out a lot because you can see that when you do something that moves it, there's no hidden buttons anywhere. There's no menu diving. That's why I like it that way. But yeah, the stems are going to be dope on the MPC because they have the tools in there. Like I say, the EQ and the kill and all that stuff. It'll help a lot. DJ Rec, man, what is up, man? I'm glad. I don't know why you was missing the videos, but thanks for coming in, man. I've been driving around checking out this TS3000 steering wheel, listening to music, man. And yeah, it's a good way for me to make beats. I like to drive to them. Banks, let's see, Marcus Holder. Hey man, I'll take all the blessings I can get. Like I say, it's just been a minute since I've been on here. I wanted to jump on here and just throw my 2 cents in about these stems and everything. And honestly, I mean, you'll most likely be able to use them, but you're gonna have to fix the muffled sound. And like I say, I did a video on them already, but it wasn't on the MPC. It was on the Denon DJ. But and like I said, this year all my videos, I'm just gonna be having fun. I want to do fun stuff on my channel. I will still make music because that's what I love to do. This is my stage, and whenever I make music on here, you guys are my audience, and that's all I need. I don't need to be up on stage somewhere doing music. This is what I've created. This is what I like to do. So that's what I'm gonna do with y'all. But then I also like to game, and I like to do other stuff too. And that's really all I got for you guys. If you have any questions like that, leave them in the comments. But if you're interested and you want to back me up, man, you know, I never ask for nothing. But if you're looking for tutorials that have value, they have value. There's not bot or somebody said, hey, say this, so they do this. No. I fought through how to tackle this damn box, and I shared along the way. And I got about 20 or 30 of my best videos for members only. So if you guys want to back me up on that, that'd be awesome. I'm going to cut out of here. It's cold down here. And I want to make some music too, but I also want to drive around and have a little bit of fun too. I've been playing Gran Turismo 7 and messing with this Forza. I'm trying to make a rock crawler. It was pretty dope. But right on, guys. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. I'm Paulie Popo, and I'll see you soon.